We were talking to Matt earlier about some of the issues in the run game lately. Are there common threads you see in Dallas, Minnesota, New England, and what happened yesterday?
A lack of execution. It's that simple. A lack of execution.
In what way?
Just guys, not being where they're supposed to be, not being any gaps, and it wasn't just no one person. Collectively as a defense.
Go ahead, Jonathan.
What's up, Haas? So how do you guys, as leaders, as a defense that kind of prides themselves on being one of the best? Like, how do y'all approach that?
We got to hold everybody accountable. It wasn't good enough, and the vet, have to throw the friendships out the way, the buddy out the way. And our vets, the guys that are playing well, the guys that are doing things the right way, maybe not, doing it right all the time, but doing the right thing at a high percentage. We have to step up and, start holding guys accountable, guys that we need to, we help us win. We got to start holding everybody accountable all the way across the board.
Let's go to David Newton and then Will Comfort.
Yeah, Tom, can you elaborate on that, what you mean when throw the buddy friends out of the way? I mean, has there been some
everybody here, are grown men, so you don't want to, sometimes guys might see somebody do something wrong, and instead of saying something or getting on them, getting on the person that's doing wrong, tend to show like a blind eye, or be like, hey, or hey, come on now, that soft tone instead of a stern, hey, do your job, like get your job done type of tone.
That do your job, that's what Shaq said repeatedly over and over. I mean, you feel like it's that simple though, that people just aren't doing their job? I mean,
it's really that simple. It's that simple.
Go ahead, Will.
Hey, Haason. Kind of the same question for the penalties. How does someone like you, as a leader and a veteran, get on the guys and say, listen, this stuff has got to stop? It's the most penalized team in the NFL right now.
Right. It's the same thing. The veterans, the guys that are doing it right at a high percentage, has to, step up, speak, and demand that everybody does it the right way. And that's basically it. Our guys who doing it right, our guys that's leaders, we gotta step up, and start demanding. Cause at the end of the day, man, everybody, we got one common goal, and that's to win games. And enough games aren't being won right now, and we gotta hold everyone accountable so we can start winning these games.
I mean, when it comes to penalties, I mean, that's all you can really do, right? It's just hammer it home, because it's not like there's a drill to be done, right? I mean, that's all there is.
But if nobody's saying anything about it, it's one of them things where it's like, I'm not going to say, it's never you don't think it's acceptable, but doesn't nobody say, when nobody says anything, you kind of just like, oh, and brush it off. It's time to stop letting things slide and stop brushing things off.
Thanks, man.
Let's go to Ellis Williams.
Haason, we talked to Matt earlier, and he called yesterday just really an undisciplined day of football and said that you guys have to grow up as a team. How do you respond to that?
It's the same thing. Do your job, and hold everyone accountable. I'm saying the same thing and giving the same answer because it is simply that. Holding people accountable, holding guys accountable when they're not doing their job correctly. And that goes for everybody, even me. If somebody sees something and I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do, hold me accountable. Everybody needs to be held accountable.
When was this lack of accountability occurring? Has this been going on
No,
during
it's
the year?
not.
Is this on Sunday?
I want to say it like that. Like I said, like I explained earlier, it has to be more, we have to get out of the friendship of ways and saying things, so you don't hurt somebody's feelings type time and start saying it and demanding and say it in a tone and get it across on a point where it's like, man, get your job done now. And that's basically it.
Okay, thank you.
All right, we'll go to Kelly Barnick next, followed by Jonathan Alexander.
Hey, Haason, the lack of execution, is it a lack of effort or a lack of preparation/mental errors? I think it'd be easier to say to someone, do your job when it's an effort issue.
It's never effort. From what I saw, I don't think it's effort. I think, it's not that people don't know their job. It's just simply getting the job done. Simply about execution.
Go ahead, Jonathan.
So you feel like this is a team that could take that type of constructive criticism, like in the tone that you're saying?
Well, at this point, it's not where we have to. That's the point that I'm trying to make. We have to stop worrying about if somebody can handle the constructive criticism and get that point across. We talking about grown men here. You know what I'm saying? We talking about grown men. And we all got one job to do. Like I said, that's to win. If we don't win, then we all failed at our job. So at the end of the day, it ain't about who can handle the constructive criticism. It's about getting the constructive criticism and doing your job and moving on. You messed up, you messed up. Own up to it, be better the next play.
I got time for two more, so let's go to Mike Slarte and then finish with Joe Person.
Hey, Haason, thanks for cutting out some time for us. Between yourself and Shaq, there sounds like an awful lot of frustration in what you guys are saying. Is it mainly because you guys feel that there is just so much potential for this team and not getting the results is really the root cause of the frustration?
That's it. That's exactly it. Too talented of a team, too many good players on this team to not be getting the results that we want.
Go ahead, Joe.
Haason, why the struggles at home?
Say it again.
Why has this team sort of been Jekyll and Hyde, road versus home?
I have no answer to that. I have no answer to that. I don't know why. I have no answer to that.
Matt mentioned focus at home and said, it's on him as the head coach to get it right. Why would focus at home be an issue? Kind of too many distractions with tickets, or what do you think?
Man, I haven't even thought about. How we play at home compared to how we play on the road. So I honestly don't have an answer. I really don't have an answer.